Hey folks, welcome to Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida, where we sell nothing but fun and adventures, treasure hunting gear, and anything you can imagine for metal detecting. Give us a call, 813-237-1939. Happy hunting and dig deeper.
Live from sunny Florida, it's Treasure Talk.
Welcome, friends.
Okay, Guru.
Okay, friends, welcome to an exciting show. So, Jeff, I'm going to run through everything real quick because we've got three lovely ladies who are going to talk to us about metal detecting in Canada and hopefully educate our members on how to find more treasure. So let me run through the business part of the show here real quick. Today's show is brought to you by your friends at Myers Metal Detectors, where we not only sell fun, but we sell adventure. And the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by Treasure Talk and its guests and members belong solely to the guest and member and not necessarily to Phil Myers, Jocelyn Myers, Jeff Monin, or Myers Metal Detectors. And of course, the purpose of Treasure Talk is to promote the hobby of metal detecting, treasure hunting, and educate our members in a fun, informative manner. And everybody sees my cool glasses here. I got these with my bueno amigo Cabeza Papa, and I'm sure he's on here today. So, friends, we're about to get started. So, Jeff, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce our guests.
Okay, just so in case y'all were wondering, that was not Stevie Wonder with the glasses on or Ray Charles. That is the Guru. Just making that clear right up front. So, I want to get because Phil has told me that people were interested about what happened with my Equinox 11-inch coil that the ear snapped off. Well, I think Lad's going to take care of it. They sent me an RMA number, and I sent the coil in. I'm just awaiting the coil. They're going to stand behind it, take care of it, so no problemos at all. And I think if y'all noticed, I put up a video today about the new 9x14 Knox. So check that out. Phil will have them in stock. Should have plenty of stock, we hope, by mid-May.
Yes.
For your purchasing pleasure. So it's a great coil, and check out the video, and I think you'll see it. I'll do another video when I'm at the first week in May, so I'm gonna in the water and we'll do another video then. So let's get on to tonight's show. What we have tonight, I think, is an epic show. We have with us three of the top detectorists in the world. They all happen to be ladies, and they're all the girls of Canada. These girls got it going on, I want to tell you. If you want to learn, you agree. If you got questions, check them out, and it's going to be great. So who we have tonight, we have Liz Cabral, the Digging Canuck. We have our Alley Treasure Hunter, Allison Walker, and we have Lori Gagne, Relic Dirty Hands. They all have YouTube channels. The links posted, so you can go and subscribe to their channels. Liz does a bunch of live streams that you definitely want to catch. So let's get on with this and bring them in. And let's see if I can do this without messing up. So here's one. There is the Digging Canuck. And let's see. Pink Power Alley. There she is. And then we're going to bring in Relic Dirty Hand. So there we go.
Are you able to
and we'll see.
Are you able to make everybody the same size, Jeff?
No.
Oh, bummer. So everybody's got to see
no.
dark, huh?
Too many.
That's okay. Well, welcome everyone.
Many people.
And I'm just going to jump right in it because we've got a list of questions which people want to know. And of course, we've got live questions coming through on Facebook and also on YouTube. So let me just start. I'll start with you, Liz, since you're on top right now. what got you interested in metal detecting / treasure hunting?
I actually retired. I took an early retirement from work because of vertigo, and I needed something to do. I was very active. I stumbled upon Nugget Noggin's channel, and I thought, I could do that. So I bought a metal detector, and the rest is history.
All right. And I guess we'll just cycle through these questions. So, Allie, why don't you run through it real quick? Same question. What got you started?
I went to a Kelly Shire's breast cancer golf tournament, and there was a auction there, and Jack Summers from Radio World had donated a Minelab Xterra 305, and I bid on it, and I won the bid. So I then went to the first, it was, I think, the World Metal Detecting Day. It was about 9 years ago, and at Toronto Cherry Beach, and I just got hooked. It was a seated hunt, and it was just fantastic.
So you've been doing
Hook,
it for
line, and sinker.
about 9 years.
I'm
then,
in my
right?
9th year. Yeah,
Okay.
9th year and 5-year ring finder.
Oh, awesome. And Laurie, how about you?
The first time I saw a detector was in my dad's basement that he picked up from a garage sale. This was in my teens. We didn't have internet. I couldn't figure out how it would work. But about 12 years ago, somebody Eric was working with actually told him about metal detecting. So by the very next morning, I already had, I was already talking to somebody to meet them in a parking lot to buy the first machine. So that's how it started for me.
Okay. So how long did you say you've been doing it then, Laurie?
It's been 12 years, I believe.
12 years. Okay. And then Liz, I didn't ask you exactly how many years ago it was you started.
Goodness. It's been a few years. If I told you exactly how long that was since I retired, people would be doing the math, and
Okay,
I'm going to continue to be an enigma.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about that. All righty. So real quick, you got to run through because we get these questions all the time. I know Jeff is going to post it on Facebook, but the people want to know your YouTube channel. So real quick, Liz, give yours real quick. Get a plug for it.
Digging a Canuck, plain and simple.
Okay, that's an easy one. And Allie?
Pink Power Alley Treasure Hunter.
Pink Power Alley Treasure Hunter. So join these. And Laurie, yours?
Relic Dirty Hands.
Really dirty hands. So three real easy ones. I know Jeff is going to post it, or you guys make sure they're posted on Facebook so people can join or subscribe to those. All righty. So let me just keep going on my list here. And let's see here. Tell us about your journey in a hobby. Also, a little bit about your life outside of metal detecting. And I know, Liz, you already started on that, but just continue with it.
So I came down with vertigo just suddenly. I actually thought I was having some kind of a seizure or something. But anyways, it was best that I probably retire, and I did. And I am so glad that I actually found the hobby of metal detecting. I only wish I had found it earlier in my life, because once you're in metal detecting, you think about all the stuff that you could have found
Absolutely.
in the past. But I detect. No one else in my family is interested, so it's pretty much just me.
Okay. And how about you, Allie?
I'm a former journeyman power lineman with Etobicoke Hydro / Toronto Hydro. I was there for 18 years, took the second buyout after the amalgamation. I was the first female journeyman in Canada in 1992. I've been through the ringer with the boys, but I stood up for myself. And then I've got 3 girls. When I had my second girl, I started, my third girl, Kylie, Jenna, and Rachel. It's Kylie's 26th birthday today. Happy birthday, my firstborn. And then I had a position open up at the City of Brampton as a traffic signal and streetlight inspector. So I've been, like I said, detecting 9 years, 5 years with ring finders. I just love the hobby. I can't get enough. I wish the Heritage Division would open up a spot for detectorists, because this one will be first on the board to apply.
Absolutely. And you, Laurie?
Well, besides metal detecting, and I would say metal detecting probably takes up most of my time from video creating and everything else. But besides that, I actually help Eric with our renovation company, and I'm a mom of 3 wonderful kids. 2 of them were into metal detecting for a while. Now I'm down to about 1 of them that's still interested a little. But besides that, yeah, I think mostly everything is metal detecting related in my life right now. But I do work with Eric on our renovation business, and love being a mom.
Now, your renovation business, is that like doing older homes or working on
Yes, we do
construction?
century homes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So does
a
that
lot of
lead
the homes that we do are century homes. And we have interesting stories with that. You can see all the hiding spots that they used to cache stuff. Like you can see these little holes under the floorboards and all sorts of great stuff in the attic. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes we have to dig out foundations too, and we find old bottles around the foundations. So it's kind of fun when you could bring some of your treasure hunting into your
right?
other jobs.
Yeah, I was going to ask
Yeah.
if you metal
So,
detected some of your projects there that you work on.
Yeah. I've told Eric a few times that he has to take me to work so I can metal detect while he digs everything out. I'll cover the piles, or if we get permission from the landowner, we have these conversations with them, and often we'll get permission to detect their home, which is really nice. But downtown Ottawa, they have such little properties, so 20 minutes you're done. It's like,
Yeah, small lots. Yeah, that's
yeah.
like my area. I'm in here. There are 50.
so you're kind of like,
Jeff,
What
I
was
think
that?
I lost.
so Laura, you're kind of hometown of Canada.
Hometown of what? I'm sorry.
Never mind. Canada.
Whenever you want to, Jeff, whenever you want to jump in, ask a question, just holler, jump in, because I know you're watching YouTube. So
Okay.
yeah,
Lori, with your home renovations, I was out in Laurel, Mississippi. If you ever watch that show on HGTV called Hometown, we were out there talking to them. So
I haven't had cable in probably 9
now I can
years, 9, 10
understand.
years. I don't watch TV anymore.
yeah, yeah. I'm about to get rid of my cable TV here, but let me keep going down my list here. And let's start with you, Liz. And I know some of this answer, but what detectors do you use and why?
Currently, I am using the Fisher F75. I'm not very brand loyal. I do use a lot. I have used a lot of detectors. AT Pro, White's MX5. That was actually a really nice detector for the I found for the beach. I have the XP ORX currently as well downstairs, and I've got a couple others.
Okay. And do you use them for a specific purpose, or you just use the same one for everything?
I'm currently using the same one for everything. When I start with a new detector, I kind of prefer not to use the other ones until I learn the one that I am learning or that I am currently using. So that's where I stand right now.
Oh, okay. All right. And Allie, how about you?
I went from the Xterra 305 and then quickly went into purchase a Minelab E-Track that was a used machine from Steve Zazulik. Then shortly after that, I picked up the Excalibur 2 with the small 8-inch coil and subsequently added the Anderson detector shaft on it for scuba dive detecting. Then I purchased an Equinox 800. Then I purchased another second Excalibur 2 for detecting in the snow, because the Equinox will only go to -14. And for ring finds in the winter, that doesn't hold me up from going out. So, and then I picked up a second Equinox 800 for work. But I've had a Garrett AT Pro. I sold that. I have found a Deus in my third bedroom that I've just kind of swung a little bit. But no, I like trying all the machines. So far, I'm brand loyal to Minelab. But I'm really interested in trying the Aquapulse Liz, as well as the Nokia and Video. I just find they're different. I mainly use my Excalibur, but in the water, I'm slowly moving towards the Equinox 800. I mainly am a beach hunter, so, but now getting into the fields in the spring, a little bit in the summer, not too much. And then the fall, for sure, I go until the snow and the frost is in the ground, but the Equinox is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and that's interesting that there's a temperature to worry about with the Equinox. I didn't realize that. And I'm not a brand loyalist myself. I'll use whatever detector I think is going to do the best for me where I'm at. But you also use the Blue Nemo too, right?
I just picked that up. Actually, in late fall, I bought the Nokta Pulse as well. I haven't used it, but I did pick up late fall and used it 3 times. One was for ring recovery. It is a game changer, especially where I hunt at Wasaga Beach, where it goes out and then there's troughs, and that goes quite far out. That's where all the rings, coins, and what have you, the jewelry sits. So because it's over my head, I'm 5'5", it's going to be a game changer for me to go there where a lot of people can't go. So
Right. Yeah, because when you, even myself, I'm 6'3", and when I'm in the deeper water, it's hard for, if you're walking with a scoop, you're so buoyant, you can't dig.
yeah,
So that's why I'm in the process of learning the Blue Nemo, so I can use that for get into a little deeper water. Not real deep, but I'd like to be in 7 or 8 feet of water. Absolutely.
it
Okay, Laurie.
makes a difference too. I'm fully open water certified with all the scuba tanks, and carrying all that compared to the 12, 15 pounds for the Nemo is just a no-brainer.
Absolutely. All righty. And Laurie, what type of equipment are you using?
Oh, well, I started with a Garrett GT-AX, the green machine. I started with that for about a year. Then I went to a White's MXT Pro, used that one for about 7 or for a little while. And then I went to the MX Sport. And then I went for the Minelab Equinox, but we also have the Vanquish, the Safari, and the Xterra 505. So the reason why I have so many machines, well, we try one, we really enjoy it, we use that one for a while, and then we purchased another one. But also with my kids were hunting with us a lot too. So it was really important that we all had a machine we really liked and that we were kind of really comfortable with. I use my Equinox for everything. I don't really switch detectors. It's just, I absolutely love the Equinox. I've gotten to learn it so well. And I find for all my site conditions and everything I need, it's perfect. I've just learned to trust it so much that it's difficult for me to, choose different ones, or go back to an old machine and back and forth and that sort of stuff. So those are the ones we have. And yeah, so everyone in my family has a machine. It's great.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Let's go. Now, Jeff, I'm going to jump around on my questions because the purpose of our Treasure Talk show is to help educate our members so they can find more treasure. And I like this question on the list. What advice, and we'll start with you first, Liz, what advice do you have for beginners in this hobby?
Oh, well, research the metal detector that you're going to purchase. I think that's really important because not every detector will work for every person and in every condition, whether you're in the woods or the beach or that sort of thing. And then learn your detector. Actually, like physically learn your detector, what it's telling you, what it sounds, and all that. And bottom line, have fun doing it. Because if you're not having fun, forget about it.
Absolutely. And Allie, how about you?
I highly recommend individual go to a dealer to look after what their budget is, um, what their needs are. Maybe they're not water hunters, therefore they don't need a water machine. Be patient. That's the biggest thing. Have confidence. Watch other people like Lori and Liz and Quarter Hoarder and the Redbeard, Dan on Popcan Dan. Watch KG and Ringy, Steph Diggs. There's so many people out there. Watch them. Just I go to many hunts. I've been to many. I watch them, see what they do. Do what works for you. You know, like Liz said, get to know your machine. Whether it be through Lori's amazing Equinox tutorial that are good for, in layman's terms, I recommend anyone that buys the Equinox, check out the tutorials that they've created. A lot of people are not readers. They don't give the time to read. Go to YouTube, go to the manufacturers, go to some of the, there's lots of people out there that gives permission, but learn the machine, go out there, have fun, meet some of these great people, and just have fun.
Cool. All right, Laurie, now you. Advice for beginners.
Well, it's a little hard after going by these two. I mean, they gave the best advice. And really, I have very similar advice. One thing that I would add is probably, really patience to new detectors. You're going to dig a lot of garbage, and so do we. Like, you may not see how much garbage I dig on my videos, but I always have a trash full. Don't be discouraged by that. It's all part of the hobby and part of the learning experience. So that would probably be my best advice is number one, be patient. You're going to dig a lot of garbage. And that's what makes finding that one find just so exciting, right? Because it's very rewarding when you find something good. So I think that would be my best advice. And as well, have fun. So too many people take this hobby too seriously, I think. And I really feel that you just got to just enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, why would you do it?
Absolutely.
So basically, yeah, that's pretty much my advice to new people starting out.
Awesome. Well, the one advice I liked the best was go to your local dealer. I have my thumbs up there, so you could see all these wonderful products, especially like Allie spoke about the Blue Nemo. We stock that one now. And some of the people on Facebook had mentioned that we stock it, as well as with the Naka Pulse Dive. And one of our members on here, Howard Metz, I've just posted his video where he did a ring find in a marina. And it was like in a foot and a half of sludge on the bottom. He got that ring out with his 8-inch coil on the Naka Pulse Dive. One other question I had, which
can I add something?
Go right ahead.
Can I add something? Make sure you do not buy from Amazon. They are knockoffs. When you need that warranty, you need to go to your dealer. Absolutely. I've seen so many people screwed by that. So
yeah, I'll repeat that. Don't buy at Amazon. Buy from a local dealer. And hopefully I'm the local dealer, but if not, buy from a local dealer. Because people think Amazon is the cheapest place. And my wife's saying, don't say that, you're going to get in trouble. No, it's my opinion. Amazon is actually the most expensive place to buy metal detectors. But the other question I was going to ask real quick, are any of you members of metal detecting clubs?
I am. I'm a member of my local club, but we have not met since the pandemic began. So it's been quite some time. Okay.
How about you, Allie?
I get around. I've been to the Florida hunt, dig stock in the Adirondacks, dirt digging PA. It would have been the 6th year in a row this year. Okay. Joe DeMarco's hunt through 2-3 years. The Sun Parlor hunt. And Stephen Aaron's hunt in London. So I get around. Oops, that doesn't sound good.
How about you, Laurie?
I'm not a part of a metal detecting club here. Unfortunately, I don't believe we have one. We had one in the past, but I think it dissolved over the years. So, but I do have an amazing group that I hunt with. during the pandemic, I haven't gotten to see them much, and I miss them. I mean, we just love hunting with them, but yeah. So
Yeah, our clubs here in Florida are just starting back up right now. And of course, all the
yeah.
precautions are in effect. You know, you got to wear a mask, uh, the chairs 6 feet apart, that kind of thing. And it seems to be working. Nobody's, knock on wood, nobody's gotten sick.
That's
And of
good.
course, most of us now have had our second COVID shot. So we're thankful about that. And of course, the Tampa Club, real quick, shout out is West 8 Archaeological Society. And the club real close to me across the bay is the Suncoast Research and Recovery Club. And I'm a member of both of those. And then we have the Central Florida Metal Detecting Club and the TCAS Treasure Hunting Club. There's a bunch of them in Ocala. I think I'm still a member of the Ocala Metal Detecting Club. So there's quite a few here in Florida, and that's just within probably 100 miles of me. There's more clubs than that. I think there's one up in Jacksonville, and I think one down in Miami. But clubs are a good place for new people
Yeah.
to learn metal detecting. You got anything coming up, Jeff? Any questions? You're awful quiet.
No. Yeah. Well, my internet sucks, so you're doing a good job.
Okay, well, butt in anytime you want, my friend. All right, so I got some questions off the Facebook page. I guess is where these come, and we'll just each one of you can answer this too, if it pertains to you. Allie, what scoop do you use for the water?
I use the T-Rex scoop that I won off of Detecting Lifestyle show 8 years ago.
That's a good scoop there. I know I've stocked that
Yes.
one. Now you use an 8 or the 9.5?
It's the old one, so it must be an 8, and I have the Anderson detector shaft on it.
Yes, I sell them put together in my shop because people don't want to take the time to do that. They walk out of the store and it's ready to go. All right, Lori, do you beach hunt?
I do sometimes, not as much as the other types of hunting, but I do. I try. Eric is not as much of a beach hunter, but this year I want to get to the beach a lot more. I want to find the gold because where I hunt, it's not, you don't find a lot of gold when you're relic hunting and in fields and stuff. So it's
Right.
something that really interests me, and I've done it before. My first year, when I went out, and I think my one hunt, I found 4 gold rings, and that was it. After that, it was kind of it. So I want to go back to the beach. I want to get back into beach hunting as well during the hotter months when our fields are closed and
Do you
all
have
that
a
sort of stuff.
particular
So,
scoop that you use?
pardon me.
Do you have a particular scoop you use? Your scoop?
I bought this. I'm so sorry. I bought I have I don't even know the name of it. It has an orange handle. It's kind of round. It's not.
If it's an orange handle, it's
So
probably a RTG scoop, if I'm not mistaken. Of
Yeah, it's
course,
like the round.
it
I
aluminum?
had purchased it at Radio. I don't know what kind it is. All I know it's like kind of really wobbly, and I really wanted the T-Rex. I think that's what you call it, the T-Rex, the one that Allie has, because of that point. I just
Yeah.
find whenever I try to water hunt, it just goes to the right and the left, and I just can't get a really good scoop. So no, water hunting is something that I just got my waterproof headphones. I just put an order in for those as well. Because most of the time I can only go up to waist pretty much.
Right.
And this year I do want to get into the deeper. And Eric even said that, he'll even dive and go and get my signals for me. So, last year Jazz was doing that. My daughter, she absolutely loves it. She'll dive down and look for my signals. And it's like, oh, good. I don't have to get my hair wet, but
There you go.
it's
All right.
great. Yeah.
Okay. And how about you, Liz? Use a particular scoop?
I have two different of the RTGs. I've got the portable one
Okay. The travel
that
version.
folds up, or that one, and then I also have one that it kind of looks like it's all metal. The handle and I don't know. It's I don't know if it's aluminum or what it is, but it's made by RTG. And then I guess I have like a T-Rex knockoff. I'm sorry, Jeff or Phil, I didn't buy it from you, but I got it from Czechoslovakia, I think it was. Sorry.
No problem. Made in America's the best, we think anyway. But we won't knock the Czechoslovakian people. All righty, let's keep going down my list. And I guess this one is directed to you, Liz. Are you representing a particular manufacturer?
Well, yes, I am. Recently I was sponsored by Fisher Labs, and I just want to say they're the oldest metal detecting manufacturer in the United States. And there are lots of great machines coming up, and I'm really, really excited for most of them.
Absolutely. Well, we stock Fisher in the shop. I think we've got 6 different models of theirs, and we're looking forward to the AQ Impulse or whatever it is called, the new one coming out. They're going to be, they're going to be
So Allie.
I think Jeff's got them coming. I think Russ is coming to the shop Saturday in July, and it should be a good day to see that for people who want to see that particular detector. Just check out our Facebook page. We'll have it posted probably in a month or so. How about you, Allie?
No, I
Mhm.
applied to be a
So I want to.
detector 3 years ago, but was turned down because they had 2 awesome guys already,
Oh,
Steve
okay.
and Redbeard. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Steve. Yeah, he's a good guy. I don't know Redbeard, but yeah, that's
He's
too
with
bad.
Garrett now.
Oh, okay. And you,
DJ
Laurie?
Dowling. He's hilarious. He's with the Garrett now.
Yeah. And you, Laurie, you represent?
Not at the time, not at this time, but I hope maybe I'm working on something, so
Okay, cool.
we'll see. We'll see.
And Jeff, did you try to jump in there, buddy? I think.
Yeah, I did. Just to get back to Liv's question with Fisher. What?
Go ahead.
What was that?
I said, go ahead, Jeff.
Fisher's okay. Fisher's going to be in Tampa. I'll be in Tampa that week, and we're going to try to do a series of 2 or 3 live skills schools with the Fisher product. Russ is going to have the Impulse AQ at the shop, and the other Fishers. By that time, we'll know a lot more about the multi-frequency Fisher detector that's coming out, and he may have a prototype there. So it's going to be a really good week. We're going to do some beach hunting and some other stuff. And like I said, we're going to try to do a series of 3 or 4 live skill schools on the Fisher products while we're down there. So,
yeah, it should be fun. All righty. Did you have more questions, Joss?
I have one here.
Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take one
Did
off
you
of.
finish all of them?
Yeah, I'm going to. No, I haven't. I've got loads. I can't read your handwriting. Oh, wait. What? Okay, what is the average size? The ones who are in metal detecting clubs, what is the size of your metal detecting club that you're involved in?
Oh, I have about 100. And when, the first time I went to a meeting, I was the only female there, which kind of is a good thing because instantly everybody wants to talk to you. But we have about I would say about 100 people in my club.
Clubs do. What are the average dues?
Okay, so you had about 100 in your club,
Mhm.
and then Allie, you said you get around in different clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, about
Mainly
that size?
the Toronto one's mainly just a Facebook club. I don't think
Okay.
we meet up or anything like that. I know down past London Way, they used to have monthly meetings and get-togethers.
Okay.
Nothing like down your way.
Yeah, I think we have a lot more retired folks, so I think that's why we have a lot of clubs. Liz, now what is the dues for your club?
Wow.
Well, many ours do.
I'm gonna say $12 a month. I'm gonna say it's not a lot of money. I believe it was $12 a month, so not a lot.
Yeah, ours is
35.
$35 a year, so
Oh, a year.
and maybe they should raise their dues. Well, I won't tell them that. You know,
We'll do our club do.
and does your club have organized hunts and different events?
Yes, they have a yearly beach hunt, which is really, really big. And then sometimes people do actually get together themselves at local parks.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So, Liz, while I'm still talking to you, what type of hunting do you enjoy the best and why? And we'll just roll through that.
Oh, lately I've been in the woods because of the pandemic, and I'm actually really enjoying being in the woods. More so than parks, or because I was mainly a park hunter before, but I'm totally enjoying the woods. Wonderful, wonderful place to dig.
What is your game?
Okay. And you, Allie, what type of hunting do you like doing the best?
Scuba dive detecting, because
I
there's tons of treasure there nobody can get to.
Nobody can get to it, so there's plenty of targets. And I guess you're doing it by yourself, so you're kind of isolated. So I guess it's kind of peaceful.
No, only if it's dock diving and somebody's watching. I never dive alone. I
Okay.
always have somebody watching, or else I won't go. That's a
Okay.
golden rule of diving. Now with the Nemo, could be, I always like to have somebody watching. With the Nemo, that's going to be interesting. Even though it's at 10 feet, it's not too bad. I still would like somebody there, even if they're just floating in a raft or snorkeling above me. But
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And you, Laurie?
Relic hunting, farm fields, lost villages, ghost towns, lots in the woods. The more remote, the better. Yeah, that's my basic. I mean, but you can call me an opportunist digger because you'll find me at the parks and beaches and schools, and I'll dig everywhere and anywhere when I can because I just love the hobby so much. But my favorite has to be relic hunting, especially farm fields and ghost towns. They're intense and I love them.
All righty. Well, I just got Jocelyn just handed me a comment. She says we look like we're the Hollywood Squares tonight. But it's okay. I like it. And he loved it too. So he loved the Hollywood Squares. So all right. So let's keep going around the circle here. What are your favorite finds? Liz, we'll start with you. Also, if you want to add your oldest find, coin wise, or whatever you'd like to share, and your weirdest find.
My favorite find was this is and you can't really see it, but it actually made the cover of American Digger magazine.
Yes, I saw that.
It is a badge from the 19th Dragoons, and they were a British cavalry unit that actually fought in India in the late 1700s, and then they came to Canada to fight in the War of 1812. And I don't know how I dug this, but apparently it was dropped by a messenger who was delivering messages from Stony Creek battle to the encampments on Burlington Heights. So this to me is crazy. This is my best find.
Okay. And did you have anything else to add? Weirdest find or oldest coin?
Weirdest find?
You
No,
could
not
think about
really.
it.
Not really.
All right. Well, we'll go on to Allie. Go ahead with your favorite.
My favorite is the friendships that I have created all over the world, mainly in the US. Nothing beats anything. Secondary rings, people's rings. I love making them cry big
Oh,
time.
yeah. That is funny.
And my oldest coin, it was at Joe DeMarco's hunt where it's on his property, found at 18, I can't remember, 35 dime and a seeded quarter. But a few months back, I found a 1820 coin. I'm not familiar with them. They're coppers, colonial maybe?
Only a
A
copy.
1830 coin and a 1833 token, which I haven't put that video out yet. I'm trimming it up pretty good. So, yeah. And my weirdest? A Buddhist statue that was all broken up at a very public beach. And I pulled all the debris out. When I go, I dig everything. I've pulled 6-inch nails. I've pulled gaffling hooks. I dig everything, all the crap, because there's little kids playing broken beer bottles with caps still on them.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
I
cool.
dig everything. Clean up the environment as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, they ought to pay us for what we do because we're cleaning the beaches for them. How about you, Lori?
Okay, oldest coin I think is a 17 in the 1760s Hibernia,
Okay.
I believe. I see Eric's the guy who remembers all my dates, you know, so he's not right here. But the Hibernia, I believe that's my oldest. My favorite coin is a really rare Canadiensis coin. This was made in Montreal, and it was to mimic and mock the mayor at the time, I believe. Anyways, it has a really great story. That has to be my favorite coin find. It's not my oldest. I think it was 1812-ish, around that period that they made that. It's like a counterfeit, a blacksmith token. And then relic wise would be this Shako plate, and I'll get there.
Right there,
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Nice.
So this Shako plate, yeah, this is a Christianisted Burger artillery unit on St. Croix Island. So this is during the slave trade and all this sort of stuff. So this was actually a Shako plate. From there, I have no idea how it ended up on our side and all that sort of stuff, but I had found it on one of the coldest metal detecting days I have ever done. And it was the same day that I had found my favorite coin, the Canadiensis. So those have to be my favorite, absolutely favorite. But weird finds, no, I haven't found any. And I think I want to find something weird, like teeth or something with a gold filling. I really do. It may be really weird, but I want to find some really creepy stuff if I can.
Yeah, it's fun finding.
Just hasn't happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I've found some gold teeth before, but they're, as the kids would call them, they're gold grills. So yeah, I found 3 of those, all the same beach. It's a locals beach, so I've never found them any other beach. But I scrapped them out because nobody in my family wanted them, so they were scrapped quick. All right, well, let's keep going. And Jeff, like I said, if you've got something, jump right in. I know you're following YouTube, so whenever you're ready, just holler. We'll squeeze you in. Okay, here we go. Who would you say is your favorite hunting partner? Is it a best friend or a family member? We'll start with you, Liz.
I usually I detect by myself. I welcome anyone that wants to detect with me. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not picky.
Okay. And you, Allie?
Again, I'm usually by myself, other than hunting with Glenn Pools, or Anne Milburn, dive detecting with her, or teaching some kids or some adults, just to get them more experience. I like to inspire the younger generation. So.
Okay. And you, Lori, favorite hunting partner?
Eric, my sweet, wonderful partner. Yeah, Eric and my kids have to be my favorite, I guess you can say. But we have a lot of friends, and I equally really love hunting with them as well. But I feel pretty lucky that Eric and I metal detect together. I've gone metal detecting alone. I've been out in the woods alone, but that's not something that I do very often. I don't have to really. I mean, he probably wouldn't let me go out without him, you know? He'd be like, wait for me. Yeah. So it's rare that I get to hunt alone, but my favorite partner is him. He's competitive and I'm competitive. So in a fun way. So it just gives an extra edge to all the hunts, you know?
Yeah, it's always fun to compete with whoever you're hunting with, and in a fun way. I know I do that.
In a fun way.
Yes, absolutely. You got to be lighthearted about it. Well, I see Jeff has got the rolling ticker tape there, so it looks like we're getting close. Because Jeff, people have been asking, are we drawing for anything tonight? So whenever you're ready, I know you can hear me.
Yes, we are, and they should know because it's been plastered all over Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
So we'll have 3 winners tonight. And these beautiful ladies have all donated stuff for giveaways. We also have some prizes that have been donated by the wonderful people at Fisher Labs and the wonderful people at Nocta Macro. Liz, the Digging Canuck, has given us 3 fantastic coins. I didn't, but they're great looking coins. Some of her stickers and pins, and Allison has given us a commemorating that she's going to send out to the winner. And Lori's included some of her Relic Dirty Hand stickers. Everybody's getting stickers tonight. So we'll have 3 winners. The names have already been drawn. And what will happen is once we give you a shout out, we announce your name, you'll have 3 minutes. If you're watching on Facebook, you can text or Facebook Messenger Phil or myself. I mean, you have to give us your name because we don't know you, just your phone number. And if you're watching on YouTube, you have to text, but text with your name and that you're here. And then the email is on the screen. Email me your information. Don't text it to me. Don't messenger it to me. Email it to get the information correlated and get your prizes sent out. So what we're going to do is I'm getting ready to give you the names. And the first winner is winner for all the coins and stickers and some Fisher swag and Nocta Macro swag. So it's a really nice prize. And I have to tell you, Liz, thank you. Allie, thank you so much. Lori, thank you so much for all the stuff that you've given us for these giveaways. These people are going to love it. So number 1 for all the coins and stuff. If you are here, you need to text or Facebook Messenger within 3 minutes. And the prize number 2, which is stickers and a Fisher t-shirt and some other swag, the Nocta Macro swag and all that kind of good stuff. Dawn Serena, your name is drawn there. You've got 3 minutes. And the third prize, which is a whole bunch of stickers and Nocta swag. And that one is Charles Broussard. So guys, you got 3 minutes to get with Phil or myself with your name, and then we'll just go on. So take it away, Philip.
Okay, Jeff, you got to repeat prize winner number 1. I couldn't make it out. You were perfect until that point.
Maria Reese.
Maria Reese. You are prize number 1.
Maria Reese.
Okay, perfect. We got it.
Maria Reese.
Okay. All right.
So you can ask questions. We'll wait for you to be with us.
Yes, I'm going to take over right now. Okay, here's a good question. What are some precautions you guys recommend for female detectorists? I'm going to start with you, Allie.
I bring my Les Raven shovel on guard.
So a nice
Just to keep aware of your surroundings.
Okay.
I
And
can
you-
swing that baby pretty good, but just keep aware of the surroundings. Sometimes I'll let people know where I'm hunting, and if I change locations, I'll let them know, or hunt with someone.
Yes, that's probably the safest way, is to hunt with a buddy or somebody, a family member. And it looks like, Jeff, it looks like Charles has texted me. Okay, Laurie, so how about you?
Okay.
I usually, like I said, I don't get to hunt alone too much on my own, but I have. And when I do go out into the woods, I will bring bear spray and sometimes a whistle. I have bear bells. And hey, bear spray will work for everything, right? If it could take down a bear, it'd probably take out anything else I need. But I think my predator shovel is definitely something that when I see a dog running without an owner, often I freeze a little bit on vicious dogs. I can't stand them if they come. Like I've had really nice dogs, yeah. And I always usually hunt with one headphone on and the other one off, just so I can hear if somebody's coming up around me or animals and stuff like this, so I can hear both. When I'm hunting with people, I've got them both on. I can't hear anything, you know. I'm super focused, but when
Right.
alone, always one headphone off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now
that's
you mentioned bears. Is it black bears?
yes, not the brown bears, the black bears.
Okay, they're not quite as bad as the brown bears. At least that's what I heard.
No, no, they're
No.
not. But if you get them with cubs, and if you're too close to their den, stuff like that, yeah, they can get aggressive as well. So they're not as bad. Like I think they're more fearful of us than we are of them. But we've been in a situation where we've been escorted out of the woods by a bear. They were huffing and puffing and just didn't like that we were there. So we kind of slowly made our way back to the car. And that's why we got bear spray and the bear bells.
Right.
Even though I talk a lot when I'm out there and everything else, it's just the bells really help. And having this bear spray just makes me feel better.
Absolutely, that's a good precaution.
Who was the first
And-
person you called?
And how about you, Liz?
I really can't add anything to that. I do carry pepper spray now, and that was after I was almost mauled by two pit bulls, two Rottweilers last summer. But and the guy said that I spooked his dogs. So yeah, that's the mentality of some people. But I just want everyone to remember, especially the ladies, your shovel is a weapon. Use it if you have to.
Absolutely, that's good advice. All righty. Well,
Got to draw a couple more names. First two did not respond.
People are asking who the first person was.
The first
Was that
person
Maria Reese?
was Maria Reese. So whenever you're ready, Jeff. I didn't get the message, or I guess I should look real quick just to be sure. And
Yeah. Look,
Charles Brevard did.
I did get Charles. I
Yes.
got you, Charles. But that was it.
Yep, that's the only one.
That's the only one I got. If you got one, Jeff.
okay. I haven't gotten anything. So let's go with two more names for the coins. Al Audette. And I know he's a YouTuber. Al Audette. Text either Phil or myself or Facebook Messenger us with your name. And Marcia Svensson. You got the prize number 2. So you got 3 minutes, guys.
Marshall Stickson.
Did you get all that?
Yeah, what was the last name, Jeff? Repeat that.
Marcia Svensson.
Marcia.
Martha Svensson.
I know,
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Now I'm going to continue my questions, Jeff. Just interrupt when you have to. Have you three ever hunted together?
I've
Yes.
hunted with Ali for an entire week. We actually took a plane to British Columbia, and she has to be the best travel partner. And I absolutely adore you. I did not want to travel alone. I asked Ali if she was interested, and we spent seriously the most incredible week with other detectorists out in British Columbia. And it's seriously going to be one of the best memories I have in this hobby was traveling out with Ali.
Awesome.
And digging Canuck. I've seen her at 2 events now. I honestly wish, and I think we've talked about it before, that we would love, I got tears in my eyes because I love these girls so much. And
Oh my
I
God.
definitely wanted to,
Back at
I
ya.
definitely want
my
to dig with
goodness.
you, digging Canuck.
We're all
I
gonna
can't
start
wait.
crying. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me
No.
started.
I didn't want to make ladies
I'm
cry.
sorry it started.
Yeah. What a man.
Don't start. I just want to say that I attended Pound the Ground with these two ladies. I actually ended up bunking with Ali, and it just was, it just did not come together that we were able to actually detect together. I'm telling you both right now, Allie and Lori, we will detect together one day. We will.
Yeah,
We will.
it would
Make
be
sure you make a video because that would be an Oscar-winning performance.
yeah, it would be a good video, absolutely.
I'm
And
gonna take you girls beach hunting
Al
and
Audette is
water. I'm
here.
gonna teach you how to water. I'll bring the hookah and the
Alice
tanks.
here, Jeff?
Right on.
So
Yeah, Al is here.
Yeah, well, that's Al's done anyway.
Congratulations.
Well, speaking of making people cry, I know, Allie, you do a lot of ring finders, and you had mentioned that. And that is kind of coolest thing, And making a lady cry if you find a ring is one thing, but making a man cry when you found his ring, that is something else. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've done that before in my shop. It's just crazy to see the emotion of somebody when they're holding something they thought they'd never see again.
Like the bride jumping in your arms.
Oh yeah, I've had women jump in my arms, but when a man is
I like the
standing in
big
your
bear
shop,
hugs from men.
yeah,
Oh,
when they're
I
standing
miss
in
hugs,
your
but
shop and they have tears going down their face because they found, I found his ring that his wife had lost, but it was his mom's, and it was the last thing he had of hers, and
Yeah.
he never thought he'd see it again, and he was just in tears. So that's
it's
some
the
of the things that happen.
sentimental, and I find the
Okay,
wedding
we got
rings, because they're blessed, that they are extra special. And I keep going back to some of the locations, like where I lost my GoPro and a brand new underwater circular gridding tool that one of my clients' father came up and built this pole with an attachment to put a line to do underwater circular gridding. That lady, when I find that big honking gold bracelet, she's going to be bawling her eyes out because it was her wedding gift from her husband. That her husband worked with my late father at Toronto Hydro for 40 years. Like every ring and every item has a unique story.
Absolutely, for sure. And Jeff, did I cut you off, buddy?
Okay, we got the set for the prize number 2, Beach Reaper. If you're on, get to us.
Okay.
If Beach Reaper does not answer, then I'm going to send prize number 2 to Charles Broussard, and we'll just save the third one for something else.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I love when people find stuff for people that has been lost. It's just a really cool thing to do, and it gives us a better reputation in our hobby. People think positive for
I
it.
do want to say that Southern Florida group that is on Ring Finders, they're like a team.
Man.
I think they're my favorite.
The Southern-
Just because they're a team, they all work together to find the same thing, the ring.
I don't know if it's the same group, but the Ring Finders group with the South Coast Research and Recovery Club, which is in Southwest Florida, I guess you'd say.
That's
They
it.
work. Yeah, they work. That's part of their club,
That's
and they work just by donations.
yeah.
A lot of times people donate a lot because they're so thankful, and it's really been a positive effect on their club.
Yeah.
And the Tampa club has started doing that also by donation, and it's helped our club too to put on some pretty cool events. So it looks like, Jeff, we're getting close to the time. So
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yep,
So-
we are. We got about a minute left. I told you, girls, that it flies.
yeah,
It flies by fast. We're having fun.
Yes, it does. And I see, Liz, you got your buddy
So
there.
if you want to
Did
say
you see
goodbye-
her?
Yes. Yeah, she just
Is that the puppy everybody's
yeah,
gonna
the
ask them
dog
to
just
say
had
the
to
dog?
jump in and
Everybody's
get
gonna
into the
ask them,
screen.
tell her,
Yeah, everybody's been asking about your dog.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
Well, I wanted to thank you. Thank you, Liz. And thank you, Allie, and thank you, Laurie, for being on here with us. We really
You're welcome.
appreciate it, and encouraging our members, and hopefully they'll learn some stuff from what you said. And be sure to, for you folks out there, subscribe to their YouTube channels. And I'm sure Jeff will make sure they're on our Treasure Talk page. And I want to thank you all, and also
Yep, and
thank,
you'll get me your information.
yeah, thank the three ladies and also my wife for handing me the questions. And thank you, Jeff, for pulling all this together. I was kind of worried about having
A threesome.
three ladies being on here, and
Actually, it's a fight.
it worked out great. Yes. So thank you, Jeff, and thank you, ladies. And I guess we're at that hour, so you take it. Happy hunting, friends. And Jeff, you take over, buddy.
Okay, ladies, I want to you. You guys are awesome. And like I said, make sure that you email me your link to your YouTube channels, and I will post it on the YouTube page as well. And, you're the three best in the world. And we wanted to make sure that everybody got to meet you and ask you some questions. And again, thank you so much for everything that you've done. And next week, the legend in his own mind, Butch Holsom, the American Digger, he's going to be in the house. So that's going to be a good show, too.
Absolutely.
And we love you. And everybody's looking forward to it. And girls, we will see you again soon, we hope. You're all beautiful ladies.
Absolutely. Thank you,
So
guys.
good night, everybody.
Happy hunting. Big Keeper.